So we describe in the book a fifth era, which builds upon four previous eras. And as Shakespeare said, past is prologue, and we believe we can learn enormously from eras that have gone before. So what is the fifth era? So the fifth era comes after the first four eras of how humans existed on the planet. The first era, the hunter-gatherer era. Then the second era, about 11,000 years ago, we saw the era of agriculture and farming. And that lasted until the 14th or 15th century, where we saw the third era of mercantilism and trading all over the planet. And then about 200 years ago, we saw the fourth era arrive, the age of industrialism, the era of industrialism. So 5 eras, and what defines an era? Well, each era is a period during which the way that humans exist on the planet really changes. How people are organized, how they live together, how they spend their time, what they do for work, how they interact with each other. And you can see from the hunter-gatherer era to the industrial era just how dramatic those changes have been. The second thing about an era is what brings about this change in the way humans live and exist on planet Earth is new disruptive technologies. And you can see from the agrarian to the mercantile arena, for example, what triggered that was real advances in shipbuilding and instruments that allow long-distance travel, and financial mechanisms such as insurance and lending that allowed a global trade to happen. And then as we entered the industrial era, that was triggered by new disruptive technologies and innovations like the spinning jenny, like the steam machine, like electricity. And we now see the arrival of the fifth era, which is even more unprecedented in the scope and scale of the new technologies that are happening. So you have everything from quantum computing and artificial intelligence progression to the spread of devices, robotics, sensors all over the world that can be connected and can communicate with each other. New financial services mechanisms and new currencies, cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology-enabled devices. And then all the biotechnology changes that have stemmed from gene mapping and beyond. There is an explosion of incredible technologies, more than we have ever seen in the history of humankind, that we see auguring in an entirely new era of how humans will exist on the planet. And we've attempted to talk about how best to position yourself to succeed in this fifth era, because the winners and losers and those who are able to create wealth versus have their wealth destroyed will be very different in this era than in the era that we're just seeing the end of.